In order to begin with this course on using OneNote, the first thing you're going to need to do is to sign into your Office 365 account. The reason that we're going to start off using Office 365 is because you're going to be able to create a OneNote notebook within Office 365, which is just basically an online version of Microsoft Word, Excel, OneNote, etc. The benefit is that your notebook is going to be stored within Office 365. It's going to be stored online or in the cloud, so it's going to make it easier for you to access it anywhere you need to access it, and it's also going to give you the ability to be able to share this with me so that I can help you along the way during this course. So you should have received an email from me with your username and the temporary password that's created for you. So in order to begin, you're going to have to set it up with your new password, and you're going to start out by plugging in the old password or the temporary password that was emailed to you, and you're going to go to this website, login.microsoftonline.com, and that's going to bring you over to this page. You're going to put in your username, which is an email address, a separate email address which has been established for you. You can't use the same email address that you use for school, so this is the format that all teachers and eventually students will be using as well. Then you're going to plug in your temporary password. I suggest just copying and pasting it from the email. It just makes it easier. And then you're going to click Sign In. So once you've signed in, you're going to get to a page that looks similar to this, and it's going to ask you to put in again that old password, which is the temporary password again. So we're going to paste that in again, and then you're going to come up with a new password. Notice that there are certain requirements that Office 365 wants you to have for your password. It has to be at least 8 characters long. Do not include common names, combine uppercase, lowercase letters, etc. So you're going to have to come up with something simple, possibly in the similar format of some of your other passwords that you use for school, but remember it does require at least 8 characters in it. So you're going to type in your new password, and you're going to do it again to make sure that it's typed in correctly, and then you're going to click Save. And if you were successful, it's going to bring you to a page that looks similar to this. Now, this course is not about learning Office 365 and the other components to it, but if you want to explore it at a later time on your own, you're welcome to do so. We're going to be starting out with using OneNote, and this is the online version of OneNote, but we are actually going to be using the full version of OneNote because the online version is a little bit limited. So you will need to be working on a computer that has OneNote installed, and if you have the Office suite on the computer you're working on, you should be able to access the full desktop version of OneNote. This at school you will have no problem. If you're at home, you're going to need to use the full version of OneNote, so just make sure that if you plan on working on this at home that you do have that version available.